Okay, so Money in the Bank 2016. My connection kept on crashing out at about the 10 o'clock time for some strange reason. So I couldn't actually watch the end of the Seth Rollins-Roman Reigns match or the subsequent match afterwards. Instead, it kept on stopping about the time they were doing a table spot and then going right into, you ready for it? Swerved. So I tried for like 15 minutes to try to get that last section of the match to start. Because when you go to watch the non-live version, it's only 3 hours long. So I kept on cutting off at the 3 hour mark. And I was like, maybe I just watch, Swerve, because I was watching it live. And then I paused it because I got up to live. And, I wanted to skip the video promo package. So maybe I'll get to see the ending of it. It sounded actually really good from what I read. So I guess we'll just get right into it. We began, of course, with the New Day. Now, Xavier Woods comes down and calls Big Cass a hairless Chewbacca, and then does a Wookiee. He's not very good at it. I mean, he's good, but he's not that good. Not as good as I thought Xavier Woods should be at doing a Chewbacca impersonation. But he does kind of do a you can't teach that in Kashyyyk, which is pretty good. It's like, you're kind of like a New Day Rocks, sort of. But, their match was sloppy. There was a lot of miscommunications. The ending in particular, where they were going for the combination big ending, but I think they hit it on the wrong person, then pinned the wrong guy. Gallows is standing there looking at Big E. Big E's like, I forgot your partner on my shoulder. And I'm like, something gone wrong. And then Big Cass, you then see him come running, like, oh, I forgot my spot. I'm like, alright. New Day retains. Okay. Dana and Charlotte won. In a match that was a lot better than most people thought it would be. The finish was kind of weird with Natalya having Charlotte in the sharpshooter. Dana grabbing a handful of whatever that weird Enzo does my hair sort of top knot ponytail thing that Natalya's rocking. And then Becky comes in and grabs Dana's hair. Dana pushes Natalya into Becky. Natalya, while down, eats, natural selection. 1, 2, 3. The heel team wins. Becky trying to console Natalya. Natalya blindsides Becky. Because Becky has to be the face. She has to be the pure, naive uber face. Okay, that works. Baron Corbin beat Ziggler. Apollo Crews beat Sheamus. Sheamus was very dominant. Apollo Crews showed off a lot of good moves. But it came down to a kind of lackadaisical finish where Sheamus hit the second row of white noise, which looked frickin' sweet. Apollo kicks out. Sheamus is like, what do you mean he kicks out? What do you mean he kicked out? And then it was kind of like a crucifix cradle, 1, 2, 3, and Apollo gets the victory. So, similar to the story that they told with Corbin and Ziggler, where you've got a guy who's aggressive and cocky, but makes a small mistake and loses the match. Okay. It's weird to have two storylines that are virtually identical going on simultaneously. But, okay. AJ Styles, John Cena. They pitched the idea that John Cena has wrestled a long time, and that the unorthodox style of AJ Styles is throwing him off his game. As almost slightly kind of diminishing how good AJ Styles is. And it's like, Cena can't get anything going. Well, he does have ring rust. And we are in the big match, in the big fight capital of the world, because Big Match John wins big matches. But he has worked from underneath. Okay. I liked the calf crusher spot. This would now, if you want to compare this to the Kevin Owens John Cena was straight indie. It was, here's the big, if this move should kill you, kick out at 2. This one was a lot more of an E style of an indie match, where a lot of big moves, a lot of kickouts at like 2 3/4, 2 7/8. We saw a calf crusher, saw an STF, saw an AA. We saw a Styles Clash. So they hit all of their big moves. It's weird the Styles Clash isn't a true finisher for Styles in the E, but they still pop for it like it is. While going for an A, there's a ref bump. So of course it's like, well, John Cena could win the match right then and there. But then the club comes down. Lays out John Cena, throws Styles on top, ref comes in, 1, 2, 3. So Styles gets the victory, but it's not a clean victory. In Styles' mind it's clean, but it's not. So even though he wanted a fair fight, he didn't get one. But then again, it takes 3 people to beat a ring rust John Cena. Good match. I think a clean victory says a lot. But you can't beat John Cena clean on his return match. So now we go into the freaking ladder match. Cesaro did a spot where he jumped from the ladder to the middle rope to do his springboard Psycho Crusher European uppercut. It's just, he was like, huh, springboard, Psycho Crusher. And I was like, you freak. That's like some Ricochet, Will Ospreay sort of best of Super Junior move there. Alright. But it wasn't the most impressive or devastating move of the night. Kevin Owens took a Michinoku driver to the A-frame of the ladder. The ladder's on its side. So it's like this. It's like this. We will use this figure of Iron Fist. Here's your ladder. It's like this. Ladder's like this normally. It's ladder's like this. And Kevin Owens landed like this. So the small of his back pretty much hit the hardest part of the, by God, ladder. I think he is broken in half. He's got a wife and kids on. That was just, in the crowd, I was like, oh. When the crowd is on, I'm like, for like a quarter second, there's no sound. You're like, oh, he dead. He dead. He's gonna be peeing blood for like a month now. How do you? And I'm looking, going, how do you take that bump? How do you? I'm like, do his feet have impact first? Take some. I'm like, is Sami Zayn like slowly? No, boom. They're not good. Oh, so painful. So the ending spot actually had a ladder in the center, and then a ladder going to both of the turnbuckles. So it's that great classic Ring of Honor. It's a ladder war spot where they've got like, okay, good. We're all gonna be on these ladders. We gotta keep this stuff stable. So if we run to the ladders, so we got like 3 ladders, making like a super ladder in the center. Kevin Owens is still moving. I do not know how, but he was still moving. Still freaking moving. Comes down to Owens, Ambrose. Ambrose is alone on that ladder, grabs the briefcase. Now the main event is stupid interesting. But I didn't get to watch the rest of it because my connection kept on going, oh, it's 10 o'clock, it's time for Swerved. So I'm like, all right, I'll watch, another version. Oh, we stopped at the 3-hour mark. That's why I Swerved. So Rusev beats Titus O'Neil because he should. So there's Rollins versus Reigns. They pushed this match, and will Rollins still be as good because he's been out on injury? Really great back and forth. They really showcased the speed and the technique of Rollins over essentially what we get from a, oh, my daughter put little heart stickers on the back of my driver's license. And then they go outside to go through a table and my connection stops. So from what I've read, Rollins goads Reigns. Reigns spears the barricade. But he sells it, which is good. Pedigree, but the ref's not there. No. Spear, ref's not there. No. Second attempt for a spear, blocked into a pedigree. Into a pedigree. 1, 2, 3. Rollins beats Roman Reigns. You know what that means? It's time for a cash-in. Cash-in. Ambrose beats Rollins. 2 title changes really quickly. That then, of course, goes to the absolute bane of Roman Reigns' existence is Money in the Bank. Whether it's the briefcase or the event itself. He's lost the belt 2 times, effectively, due to Money in the Bank cash-ins. He lost the title at Money in the Bank. On the bright side, Dean frickin' Ambrose is champion. Legit this time. And I'm going to have to find a way to watch it because my network kept on going, oh, it's been 3 hours, it's time for the work. So, it sounded like it was awesome. Hopefully I get to finish watching the end of it.